Good afternoon, Steve Perkins here in West Texas. Had an idea I wanted to talk about today. I I was wondering. I had somebody contact me earlier today, and had sent me a message and requested to talk to me, and then sent me a voice message and wanted to know if I was interested in looking at at an opportunity if they sent me some information. And I told them, well, no, right at this time, I'm not really interested. I'm focused on Live Good. They had already acknowledged that I was with on Live Good, and they said, well, you might want to take a look at this opportunity. Well, I was told them I'm focused on Live Good, and they came back and said, uh, all I know is that a no means it's closer to a yes. I says, well, that might be with most cases, but I'm focused on Live Good. And he says, well, and then he sent me a voice message and said, well, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for focused people who would stay focused on my opportunity. And I responded back to him. I mean, I could have just got mad and told him no. I mean no, but I said, it's funny because if you're looking for somebody to be focused on your business and find someone who's not focused on somebody else, because what you're doing, because he had commented that most of his people that he's able to sponsor, they only stay focused for a short time and then they disappear and they go to another opportunity. I says, well, you need to make sure you're building a business that people can stay focused with. And if you're always recruiting somebody from another program that they're focused on, what you're doing is you're creating a mentality that they can jump from place to place to place. And what happens is you have a lot of people that are not focused and they're jumping from opportunity to opportunity. And he kind of said, well, I can see where you're coming from. And I said, well, that's good. I says, well, I'm focused on the business I'm doing right now. And if I jump to another opportunity, I'm not staying focused. I'm focused on building my Live Good business. I'm focused on the funnels that I use to build those businesses. I'm focused basically on one thing, and that's to become a diamond in Live Good and to grow my business to the point where it can be self-sustaining and it can be a legacy and a blessing to my family, my children, and my family, and that's what I'm focused on. But I got to thinking about it. We live in a society. I mean, I grew up in the 50s and 60s. Uh, dating, I'm 71. I'll be 72 next month. And I grew up in a time where we didn't have microwaves, we didn't have cell phones, we didn't even have drive through fast food restaurants. If you wanted to get something to eat, you would drive up to there were some quote unquote fast food restaurants, but you drove up, you walked in, got your order, and then it would take a few minutes to grow it in. And then when I first started to drive, we had pull-up restaurants where you could push the button and the car hop would come out. And so we grew up at a time where we waited for our food, we waited on everything. We didn't go instantly. I mean, now we can grow almost any business, any drive-up restaurant that you have. You drive up, you push the button, you give them your order, you drive around, and in 5 minutes or so, or less than 5 minutes, you have your food and you're on your way. Or you can put a, a frozen pizza, or not a frozen pizza, but a frozen dinner in a microwave, and hit the button, and in a couple of minutes you got a hot meal. Well, I remember the time when it was a treat when we got to be older, right about in the late 50s, early 60s, when mom would buy the frozen dinners. At that time they were like 49, 59 cents a piece, and then on special days of the month we would have a frozen dinner. But what we had to do was warm up, turn on the oven, put the meal in the oven, and depending on if you had fried chicken or something that needed to brown, then after so many minutes you peeled the foil top back so it would expose that part of the meal, turned it around, put it back in. It would take about 30 minutes to make your frozen dinner. Now you get your frozen dinner, you put it in the microwave in 4, 5, 10, 6 minutes, 10 minutes. I don't know how long it is. I hadn't bought a frozen meal in a long time. But you got that instant mentality. Or if you want to call somebody, or you want to see somebody, you pick up your cell phone, you punch in the number, you got your phone. You can be anywhere where there's a service connection, and you can make a phone call. We don't have that. But you know, your mentality in building a business, you have to think about this. When you join a business, a side opportunity, with a side hustle, whatever you call it, you got to remember that it's not instantaneous. I've been watching a series on History Channel series. I'd watched most of it before, but I just here for some reason this last week I've been kind of rewatching some of it. It's kind of like the foods and brands that made America. And one of the things that's pretty prevalent I mean, it went through the invention of ketchup and chocolate, and I don't remember all of them now. It's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Burger King, Pizza Hut, McDonald's, Domino's. It went through several of them. But the one thing that stood out to all of the different people they talked about that were instrumental in bringing about some of the products, foods, and food changes that we enjoy today, one of the things that kept coming out is that, number one, it didn't happen overnight. Number two, they were willing to take a risk. And number three, they were persistent and focused on the end goal of being the best, being the number one brand, being the product that everybody wanted. And so as you look at that, when you start a side hustle, or if you start a business, whether it be network marketing, marketing funnel, selling lead programs, selling, I don't care what it is, you need to stay focused on what you're doing and point people to the way to do it. And most businesses started off with a simple concept. McDonald's, for instance, it's one of the most popular names in the world. McDonald's started off with two brothers that last name happened to be McDonald, and they started off with a restaurant that had all these different menu choices and everything else, and it was taking them so long to fix everything that people were not coming to their little drive, and all they had was a drive up, come to the window, order it, and at first they actually had car hops. Well, they decided that was losing them money. They went to a simplified form. They decided, well, we're going to sell hamburgers, cheeseburgers, French fries, malts and shakes, and soft drinks. That was it. And so they said, well, what we've got to do is to make it without the car hop girls. We need to make it simple. We just need people to come to the window, place their order, and have a system so that we can have their order out in a minute or less. And so they went through and they developed with a speedy serve system, or whatever they called it, and they developed a system to get their customers waited on and their food back to them in a matter of minutes so that they could be ready to go and on their way. And people loved it. They were happy. And then a guy named Ray Kroc come along, bought them out, and created the McDonald's method and streamlined it to where we have the McDonald's that we know today. So that you can go, if you pull up to a McDonald's and place your order, by the time you get to the pickup window, you pay for your order and you get to the pickup window, it's almost always ready, and it takes you less than a minute from the time you ordered until you get back and pick up your order. So we have that mentality, but when you're building a business like Live Good, You have to understand where you're in the early stages. Back in the early days, they had a system, and you follow the system. The Live Good system is we have a 5 to 6 minute video that is done by our CEO, Glenn Galinsky, and you simply send people to watch the video. You don't have to answer any questions. You don't have to explain anything. You have them watch that 5 to 6 minute video, put in a good email address, and then follow the system. And you continue to do that. You follow the system. The system is send people to the tour link, have them watch the 5 to 6 minute video, have them put in a good email, have them, they will start getting follow-up emails, and then once they do, then they can join, especially if during the week before Thursday midnight. They can upgrade by going to securemyposition.com and become a member. To become a member, it's a $40 one-time affiliate fee. That's it. And it's $9.95 per month. So you can become a full-fledged member for a $40 one-time affiliate fee and $9.95 per month. And then all you need to do is to direct people to the 5 to 6 minute video, have them put in a good email, and have them help and let the system follow them up, and they can become members. And the main focus for you to do to make your business sing. One of the things that stood out, I said in this history series on the Foods That Build America, almost every person that started a brand name like Heinz Ketchup, Hershey Chocolates, Mars Company, didn't think of all the ones I've watched, Pizza Hut, McDonald's, Burger King, Domino's, Kentucky Fried Chicken. They all started and they took risk by continuing to go and see their members. In the early days of McDonald's, Ray Kroc they had 100 stores. He drove and personally visited every one of the stores to make sure they were all following the same system. They were all offering the same menu. They were all following the guidelines laid down. Well, with Live Good, it's the same. There's a system that we have in place. You follow the system by getting people to watch the 5 to 6 minute video, have them upgrade to member, and go. And once you become a member, one of the important things, the first step you need to do once you become a member is, first of all, go to your website, because we give you a website as part of that $40 one-time for life affiliate fee. You get a website. You go through and read through your back office. Look at all the information. Look over the products. Find some products that you like and purchase them. There's no auto ship. You're not required to, but if you see something you like, buy it and try it. And it's got a 90-day money-back guarantee. If you don't like it, it don't work. You don't smell right. It don't look right. You just don't want it. Contact the company, send it back, get your money back. 90 days. Send back the empty bottle or unused portion, and they'll pay you back. Look over the pay plan. Understand everything. And you're not going to understand it all at once. And then take and share your excitement about this new business that you joined, and send a link to several people and have them watch a 5 to 6 minute video. And as you do, you will see it do it. And be consistent. Do it every day. Do it to everybody you know. Don't lose focus. Don't get in a microwave mentality thinking, well, I didn't make any money this week, so I'm just going to quit and go to this shiny object, or I'm going to go get focused on this business, or I'm going to get focused on this one. No, stay focused on where you're going. Stay focused on, if your Live Good is your focus, stay focused on Live Good. You can build it any way you want to build it. You can just simply use social media. You can do it with word of mouth by contacting people you know. Call them on the phone. You can talk to your friends, your neighbors, your family, whatever, whoever you have a good rapport with that you can stop and tell, lead them to this short 5 to 6 minute video. That's all it takes. And you do that over and over and over. Take risk. I mean, if you don't like doing videos, that's fine. I don't mind doing videos. If you want to make phone calls, make phone calls. If you want to post on social media, post social media. If you want to send out emails, send out emails. There's multiple ways to do the business. So, anyway, don't get in a microwave website. It's not going to happen instantaneously. You're not gonna join today and become a diamond tomorrow. You're gonna become a diamond, sharing it with one person at a time, and ideally you'll share it with two. Teach those two to share it with two, and have them teach their two to share it with two. And you keep doing that, and you start duplicating, and you start growing, and you start becoming ranking up. You're going to start ranking up. You're going to start seeing growth happen. You're going to start seeing every month. You're going to start seeing your team grow every week. You're going to start seeing your paycheck grow, and you're going to become successful. But you can't do that if you're just got the mentality that it didn't happen this week, so I must not be doing something right, or it might not be good, so I'm going to quit. You don't do it. When I was in college, I was in the Marine Corps. I was in a Marine Corps training program for officers during the summers, and I would go in the summertime to Quantico, Virginia, and do training. Now, when I first time went there, I had no idea what was going on in boot camp, or whatever they call the officers candidate school, and but after being there for 6 weeks, you kind of learned the process. You started seeing your physical ability grow, because every day you went out and did your calisthenics and everything. And there was one hill in one of the training sessions that we went up. We had to go on this timed forced march with a squad of people, and you had so many minutes to get through this whole course. And part of the course, it was like 5 or 10 miles. I don't remember what it was, but there was one place they called it Hell Hill. And what it was a hill that was almost straight up, about like that. And it was 1 mile long from the bottom to the top. And we had to get up that thing. And it was so tiring, it was hard to do it, but you did it one step at a time. You did it one push at a time, and you were being timed, so you had to do it as fast as you could. And we depended on each other to help us and push us. And so why I think about that is that if you quit, you weren't going to complete the course. But if you kept going, even though it was hard, even though you thought you were taking risk, you were going to die on that hill, you still took one step forward at a time, and you kept growing and you kept growing. That's the same thing with Live Good. Looking forward at it being diamond might be too big a goal for most people. But the first step you ought to take is to go ahead and get 2 people enrolled to become a bronze. That opens up more levels for your bonuses. That opens up more opportunities to earn, and then help those people get 2. And as they do that and you do that, then you'll rank up to silver and gold and platinum, and one of these days you'll wake up and you'll become a diamond. So anyway, don't have a microwave mentality. Have a mentality of being focused, staying true to your goal, and keep going. And one of the best ways to do that is when you become a member with the $40 one-time affiliate fee. That's a one-time. You're an affiliate for life, and you have an opportunity to either do $9.95 per month, every month, or do the $99.95 for 12 months. You get 2 months free that way, and be focused. for that year. You paid your $99.95. You're focused for that year, and go out and start sharing this opportunity with 2 people, and teach them to teach it with 2 people, and teach them to share it with 2 people, and you're going to grow, and you're going to become successful, and you're going to start ranking up, and you're going to start banking up, and you're going to be successful. So anyway, this has been Steve Perkins in West Texas on a kind of cool day today. We had rain and stuff yesterday, but enjoying the being inside where it's a little bit warm. And so have a great day. If you like this video, please share it with others. Comment below if you have not if you've not watched the video and put in a good email. Do so today. The link is in the description, and it will be in the comments below. And also, if you have, go to securemyposition.com and and go ahead and become an affiliate. I mean, I was talking with my daughter last night. I mean, even going to, I remember the days when McDonald's hamburgers were 20 cents. So, I mean, that dates me a little bit. I can barely remember those days. When I was in high school, I think they were like 49 cents a piece. And when I went to college, the town I lived in, went to college, we didn't have a McDonald's. We drove 30 miles to the closest McDonald's. Sometimes we'd be sitting around the dorm and we'd say, well, let's go to McDonald's. And we'd get in the car and we'd drive 30 miles to McDonald's to have a 59-cent cheeseburger, and I think it was 29 cents or 39 cents for some French fries, and for less than $3 you could have a good meal at McDonald's. So, but those days are gone. But you know, be focused, get your eye on the prize, and keep going. Don't have that microwave mentality. Have the mentality you're going to do what you have to do, take risk, whatever it takes, and become successful, live good, and you will be successful. So again, thank you for watching. Be blessed and prosperous. Like and share this video, comment, and we'll be glad to see you on the next video. Thank you.